aspiration for dignity and freedom belongs to women and men, young and old. Good day, everyone. Before we start, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ana Carmela Impas from BSHM 2A. So, our topic for today is all about upholding human dignity. Upholding human dignity is the center of the value system that we associate with social peace, or simply means treating every person with respect and kindness because they are valuable no matter who they are or where they came from. It's about making sure everyone has their basic needs met and their rights protected. Next is, what is human dignity? Human dignity is the inherent value that every individual possesses equally by virtue of being human being, independent of one's abilities, characteristics, or actions. Respect for human dignity is acknowledgement of that inherent value by individuals, institutions, and society. Human dignity is a sense of self-worth. Therefore, dignity is a sense of pride in oneself that a human being has within. This conscious sense makes them feel that they deserve respect and honor from other human beings. The question is, why is human dignity so important to human rights? Well, human dignity justifies human rights. When people are divided and given a value based on characteristics like class, gender, religion, and so on, it creates unequal societies where discriminations run rampant. People assigned a higher value get preferential treatment. Anyone who doesn't fit into the privileged category is abandoned or oppressed. We've seen what happens in places where human society flourish. Society as a whole suffers significantly. Inevitably, violence erupts. If a new group takes power and also fails to recognize human dignity, the cycle of destructions continues, only with different participants. Next, let's proceed to peace education. Peace education, its central concern is the promotion of human dignity and well-being because of conviction that is foundation for peace. Peace education simply means the process of acquiring knowledge and skills that promote peaceful coexistence, understanding, and conflict resolution. It involves teaching individuals about the importance of peace, empathy, tolerance, and respect for others. Peace education aims to cultivate a culture for peace by addressing the root causes of conflicts, promoting social justice, and fostering positive relationships among individuals and communities. It encourages critical thinking, communication, and problem-solving skills to create a more peaceful and harmonious world. Next is Dr. Betty Riordan. So, who is Dr. Betty Riordan? Dr. Betty Riordan is a widely published feminist peace educator and activist who has worked to introduce a gender perspective into peace education as it is practiced in formal and non-formal. She also advocated peace learning as an essential component of effective community and civil action and educated for active participation in global civil society.
Good day, everyone. I am Rogeline Leresan from Base HM2A, and today I am going to discuss the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and its article. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, it declares that human rights are universal to be enjoyed by all people, no matter who they are or where they live. Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which states all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in the spirit of brotherhood. Provides a fundamental principle for human rights, the right to equality. It means that every individual is equal before and under the law without any discrimination. This equality includes the rights to life, liberty, and security of person, as well as economic, social, and cultural rights. Free and equal in dignity and rights. It means that every person is born with the same inherent worth and basic human rights. These rights are not granted by any state, but are inherent to us as human beings. An essence of Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights establishes the baseline for all other human rights, that every person is born free and equal, with the capacity for reasons and conscience, and should be treated with dignity and respect. It's a powerful statement about the fundamental equality and inherent dignity of all human beings. Next is Article 2, Freedom of Discrimination. Freedom of discrimination is a fundamental principle that prohibits discrimination. It states that everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in the Declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. In simpler terms, it means that everyone should be treated equally. It doesn't matter where you come from, what language you speak, what religion you follow, or any other personal characteristics you may have. The rights and freedoms outlined in the Declaration apply to everyone equally. Next is Article 3, the right to life, liberty, and personal security. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. This is one of the most fundamental human rights, serving as the foundation for many other rights and freedoms. Right to life, it means that every person has an inherent right to life. This right is protected by law. It implies that governments must take appropriate measures to safeguard life by making laws to protect you and, in some circumstances, by taking steps to protect you if your life is at risk. Right to liberty. It means that everyone has the right to be free and to live their life without unnecessary restrictions. This includes freedom of movement, freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and the freedom to make choices about one's own life. Right to personal security. This means that everyone has the right to live without fear or physical or psychological harm. It includes protection from violence, abuse, and other forms of harm. Next is Article 4, freedom from slavery. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. This article emphasizes the importance of freedom and the abolition of slavery in all its forms. Freedom from slavery. This means that every individual has the right to be free from any form of slavery or forced labor. Prohibition of slavery and the slave trade. This means that all forms of slavery and the slave trade are strictly prohibited. It is the responsibility of governments to enact laws and take measures to prevent and eradicate slavery in all its forms. The right to freedom from slavery is a fundamental human right that is universally recognized. However, despite its provision, slavery and forced labor still exist in various parts of the world today. Efforts are being made by governments, organizations, and individuals to combat this issue and ensure that everyone can live in freedom and dignity.
Hi everyone, good day. Before I'm going to continue the discussion, I'm going to introduce myself first. By the way, I'm Major Junior 80 Tipon, and I'm going to discuss about the Article 5. Article 5 is the freedom from torture and degrading treatment. This article of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. It emphasizes the fundamental right to be free from any form of mistreatment, promoting human dignity and respect for all individuals. Next is Article 6. Article 6 is the right to recognition as a person before the law. The Article 6 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that everyone has the right to recognition as a person before the law. This emphasizes the importance of legal personality and safeguards individuals from arbitrary denial of their legal status. The Article 7. Article 7 is the right to equality before the law. This article emphasizes that all are equal in the eyes of the law and entitled to equal protection without discrimination. This principle is fundamental to ensuring justice and fairness in legal systems.
Okay, next is we have the Article 7. Article 7 is right to equality before the law. This article of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights underscores the principle that everyone is equal before the law. This means that all individuals, regardless of their background or characteristics, have the right to be treated fairly and without discrimination in legal matters. It emphasizes equal protection under the law, ensuring that no one is subjected to unjust or biased treatment. The article aims to promote our legal systems that upholds the principles of justice, impartiality, and non-discrimination for all individuals.
And let's move to Article 8. Article 8 is the right to remedy by competent tribunal. This article of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights affirms the right to an effective remedy by competent national tribunals for acts violating fundamental rights. This ensures individuals have access to justice and redress when their rights are violated, contributing to a fair and legal system.
I am Level Tamayo and I am going to continue the discussion. So, let's proceed to Article 9. Article 9, Freedom from Arbitrary Arrest and Exile, is a fundamental human rights provision that protects individuals from arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. Article 9 protects individuals from being arbitrarily exiled or deported without a fair trial or due process. In essence, Article 9 ensures that a person's freedom cannot be taken away without a legitimate reason and a fair legal process. It is critical safeguard against abuses of power and wrongful imprisonment. Article 10, the right to clear public hearing, is a key convention that safeguards the right to a fair trial. It states everyone is entitled in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and in the determination of his rights and obligations and of any criminal change against him. Article 10 ensures that everyone has the right to a fair trial, which is a fundamental aspect of justice. Its crucial protection against abuses of power and ensures that everyone, regardless of who they are, is treated equally before the law. Article 11, right to be considered innocent until proven guilty, addresses the principle of innocent until proven guilty. It states, everyone charged with a penalty offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty according to law in a public trial at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense. Article 11 emphasizes that every person accused of a criminal offense is considered innocent until proven guilty. This means that the burden of proof lies with the prosecution to demonstrate the guilt of the accused beyond a reasonable doubt.
So hello everyone, I am Divine Grace Arot and now I will be discussing about the Article 12 until Article 15. Now we have the Article 12, the freedom from interference with privacy, family, home, and correspondence. Article 12 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights provides that no one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to attacks upon his honor and reputation. Now we have the Article 13, the right to free movement in and out of the country. It has two parts. First, we have the everyone has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. Second, everyone has the right to leave any country, including his own, and return to his country. According to UDHR, or the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 13 guarantees freedom of movement. You should be able to travel around your own country and choose where you live. And then, next part is the Article 14, which is the right to asylum in other countries from persecution. Article 14 of the UDHR, again, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, grants the right to seek and enjoy the asylum from persecution. This right, in addition to Article 13 and the right to nationality, the Article 15 that we will be discussing later, can be traced directly to the events of the Holocaust. Everyone has the right to seek and to enjoy in the other countries asylum from persecution. This right may not be invoked in the case of persecution or prosecutions rather, generally arising from non-political crimes, from acts contrary to the purpose and principles of the United Nations. And next, we have the Article 15, the right to a nationality and the freedom to change it. The right to a nationality is a fundamental human right. It implies the right of each individual to acquire, change, and retain a nationality. The right to a nationality is recognized in a series of international legal instruments, including Article 15 of the 1948 UDHR, or the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Everyone has the right to a nationality.
Article 16. Right to marriage and family. Article 16 delves into the intimate lives of humans. It says every adult has the right to get married and to have a family if they want to. Men and women also have the same rights during marriages and if they divorce. Men and women of full age without any limitations due to race, nationality, or religion have the right to get married and to found a family. Article 17. Right to own property. Everyone has the right to own property alone as well as in association with others. You have the right to own things. No one has the right to illegally take them from you. Every natural or legal person is entitled to the peaceful enjoyment of his possession. Article 18. Freedom of belief and religion. Everyone has the right to freedom of thoughts, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom, either alone or in community with others, and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. Article 19. Freedom of opinion and information. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, impart any information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers.
Good day everyone, I'm Renfil Vargas from BSHM2A. I'm here to tackle about the articles in Upholding Human Dignity. The Article 20, the right peaceful assembly and association. The right peaceful assembly includes the right to hold meetings, rallies, strikes, events, or protests both offline and online, so that everyone in this world has to able to monitor the human rights, especially in a country where they belong, for supporting the implementation of human rights and policies. Article 21 is about the right to participate in governments and in a free election. Everyone has the right to participate in election in his country's government by means of free election. Without this right, there cannot be free and fair election. It depends on citizen who will she or he vote or elect and government's representative. Article 22 is about the right to social security. The right to social security encompasses and the right to access and maintain benefits without discrimination. Example, lack of work, maternity, disability, employment injury, old age, and an affordable health care. Alam naman natin, dito sa ating bansa ay nararanasan natin ang ganitong sistema, lalo na wala kang kapangyarihan. Kung sino pang nangangailangan ay hindi pinapansin ng mga taong nasa likod ng nagpapatupad ng batas. Kaya mas lalong naging mahirap ang ating bansa kumpara sa ibang bansa na mayroong equal na pagtulong, mahirap man o mayaman. Article 23 is about the right of desirable work and to join the trade unions. Everyone has the right to form and to join trade union for protection of his interests. Karapatan nating pumili kung ano ang gusto nating trabaho at karapatan na may sigurado ang ating investment or insurance. Good day everyone, I'm Renfil Vargas from BSHM2A. I'm here to tackle about the articles in Upholding Human Dignity. The Article 20, the right peaceful assembly and association. The right peaceful assembly includes the right to hold meetings, rallies, strikes, events, or protests both offline and online, so that everyone in this world has to able to to monitor the human rights, especially in a country where they belong, for supporting the implementation of human rights and policies. Article 21 is about the right to participate in governments and in a free election. Everyone has the right to participate in election in his country's government by means of free election. Without this right, there cannot be free and fair election. It depends on citizen who will she or he vote or elect and government's representative. Article 22 is about the right to social security. The right to social security encompasses and the right to access and maintain benefits without discrimination. Example, lack of work, maternity, disability, employment injury, old age, and an affordable health care. Alam naman natin, dito sa ating bansa ay nararanasan natin ang ganitong sistema, lalo na wala kang kapangyarihan. Kung sino pa nangangailangan ay hindi pinapansin ng mga taong nasa likod ng nagpapatupad ng batas. Kaya mas lalong naging mahirap ang ating bansa kumpara sa ibang bansa na mayroong equal na pagtulong, mahirap man o mayaman. Article 23 is about the right of desirable work and to join the trade unions. Everyone has the right to form and to join trade union for protection of his interests. Karapatan nating pumili kung ano ang gusto nating trabaho at karapatan nating pumili kung ano ang gusto nating trabaho at karapatan na may sigurado ang ating investment or insurance.
Article 24, Rights to Rest and Leisure. Everyone has a right to rest and leisure, including reasonable limitation of working hours and periodic holidays with pays. It is important to have the right to rest and leisure. It is because it emphasizes the value of personal well-being, work-life balance, and the right of individuals to lead fulfilling lives beyond their professional responsibilities. The right to rest and leisure is a matter of human dignity. Article 25, Right to Adequate Living Standard of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, or the UDHR, covers a wide range of rights, including those to adequate food, water, sanitation, clothing, housing, and medical care, as well as social protection, covering situations beyond one's control, such as disability, widowhood, unemployment, and old ages. It is important that people should be able to enjoy their basic needs in condition of dignity. No one should live in conditions whereby the only way to satisfy their needs is by degrading themselves or depriving themselves of their basic freedom, such as begging, prostitution, and forced labor. Article 26, Right to Education. Everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free at least in elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. Because I believe that through education, it reduces poverty, decreases social inequalities, empowers women, and help each individual to reach their full potential. It also brings significant economic returns to our country and help society to achieve lasting peace and sustainable development. Education is the key to achieve all other rights, all other human rights. Article 27, Right to participate in the cultural life of community. And it says that everyone has the right to freely participate in the cultural life of the community, to share scientific advances and its benefits, and to get credit for their own work. These articles firmly incorporate cultural rights as human rights for all. Protection and promotion of the culture in a human rights imperative. The right to take part in a cultural life guarantees the right of everyone to access, participate in, and enjoy culture, cultural heritage, and cultural expressions.
Article 28 Right to a social and order that article this document. Article 28 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that everyone is entitled to a social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized. This means that individuals have the rights to live in a society and world where the rights are respected and where they can enjoy the freedoms outlined in this declaration. It emphasizes the importance of creating a social order that upholds and protects human rights for all individuals. Article 29 Community Duties Essential to Free and Full Development. Article 29 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights highlights the importance of community duties that are essential for the free and full development of individuals. It states that everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of the personality is possible. This article emphasizes that while individuals have rights, they also have responsibilities towards their community. It recognizes that the well-being and development of the community as a whole. By fulfilling their duties to the community, individuals contribute to the creation of a harmonious and inclusive society where everyone can thrive. Article 30 Freedom from state or personal interference in the above rights. Article 30 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights state that nothing in this declaration may be interpreted or implying for any state, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or to perform any act aimed to the destruction of any of the rights and freedoms set forth wherein. This article emphasizes the principle of non-interference by the state or individuals in the rights and freedoms outlined in the Declaration. It ensures that no one can use the principles of the Declaration to justify action or activities that would undermine or violate the rights of others. In other words, Article 30 safeguards the rights and freedoms of individuals from any form of state or personal interference that would seek to undermine or to destroy those rights. It reinforces the idea that the rights and freedoms undermined in the Declaration are universal and should be protected and respected by all. The Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, is an international treaty adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 1979. It is often referred to as the International Bill of Rights for Women. The main purpose of CEDAW is to promote and protect women's rights and gender equality. It defines discrimination against women and set out principles and obligations for governments to eliminate such discrimination. The convention covers various areas of women's rights including political, economic, social, cultural, and civil rights. CEDAW requires countries that have satisfied the Convention to take measures to eliminate discrimination against women in all aspects of life. This includes enacting laws, implementing policies, and taking other appropriate measures to ensure gender equality. It also calls for the advancement of women's rights and the elimination of stereotypes and prejudice that perpetuate discrimination.